This time, the pace car is off. Julian Altena jumps on the loud pedal. It's go, go, go! And already looking for 3 wide into turn number 1. And just like that, with only about 16 seconds, lap number 1 is in the books. That is how quickly the laps are going to tick off here this afternoon. Martinez just now leaving pit road. We got one around to the front straightaway. Pim Coilers is around, coming off of turn number 4. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry right there. I mean, I get it, the guy's not up by the wall, but you can't just drive up in him like he's not there.
The side draft in these cars can cause them to get real tight, and yeah, it just looked like he got real tight there.
Into the restart zone. Green flag is back out and into the air. A few drivers stacking up towards the tail of the field, but otherwise, we are going to keep her clean and green. VOR teammates running first through third. Jeffrey Ross down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Just lost one spot to Pim Van Gestel. Now under fire as David Veg tries to look for the inside. Veg's going to point and shoot down to the inside at turn 1. Ross looking to track clear to turn number 2 down the back straightaway and into 3. Veg still holds the inside. Ross trapped out on the old concrete, and he is forced to lift as David Veg sweeps through into 8th.
Come on, Lowell, just get in the apron there, and of course that loosens it up. He goes a bit wide, loses a bit more. It's really an ebb and flow on tracks like this, especially in these cars.
There's the look down to the inside as O'Sullivan finally got the run going, and that caught him on Law off guard. Couldn't have him through turn number 3, but Law did manage to get back onto the asphalt. Oh, he scrapes the wall into turn 1, and I thought what could have been an attempt at an over-under going to fade as he'll scrub off some speed and drop back coming through 1 and 2. We do have one car slow on the front straightaway. The number 88 may have had a slide into the infield grass.
I think he just lost it coming out of turn 4. Yep, right there into the wall. And surprised that wasn't a caution. Anyways, Debbie Vett looking for the pick right here.
And that is a lap car up in front of these guys as they try to fight their way through. This is the fight for 7th as Veg and Gestel duck around him. Now the fight for 9th and 10th behind has to do the same. Jeffrey Ross as well as Johan Royer in a heavy fight as well. That just changed positions behind this field. You're right on board with Ross. He was in 9th at the end of the last line. Now he has dropped back to 10th. He has a front row seat to all the fighting. Royer already climbing over halfway through the field. But I think Veg waited way too long. Now he's under fire for Royer. Royer's going to go around up and hard into the outside wall in turn 4. That'll bring the caution out for the 2nd time tonight. That'll be Royer's day done. The rear suspension is knocked out. He just got down out of the apron, got a little too aggressive with it.
And that's what I mean about being consistent in both ovals and road courses. If you don't finish these ovals, you're going to be in a world of hurt when it comes to the points championship at the final round at Indianapolis.
Liam O'Sullivan immediately ambushing his teammate Gary Lovern for the number 3 spot. Knows he has to go. Not able to secure, though. He's going to drop back into 4th, and that almost left him vulnerable to an attack from behind from Amon Law. Right behind them, Gestel and Van Eck going to battle it out. Gestel's attempt at an early overtake went nowhere.
Yeah, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens if all of this aggression is around. There he goes. Just got around Lovern there.
And there's the look to the inside as Brian Violas makes the dive, and Jeffrey Ross gives him room to facilitate it, and that is so he can get Violas to overshoot. Might try to look back to the inside of the 1. Not going to go for it. I'm surprised. If I was Jeffrey Ross, I absolutely would have sent that thing to the inside of 1. This is in 3 and 4. Oh, that'll do it. Caught the wall and spun to the inside, just like Muriani did earlier on. That is a carbon copy incident.
Dave Van Eck, he's right alongside. He's going to try and do it here.
A look to the inside as Dave Van Eck clears him on Law for 5th. An aggressive look as Law thought about going back at it, and no dice. And now Dave Van Eck can taste 4th place just up the road. Gary Lovern is the next one up, and right now Dave Van Eck wants to disrupt the VOR 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And we're halfway through this race already. His lap car coming right up. This is going to be his chance.
That's not a lap car. That's 3rd place. This is a battle for the podium now as John Crichton has burned his equipment up. All of a sudden, Lovren slips through. Van Eck going to go to the bottom. 3 wide for third down the back straightaway. Now Van Eck still holding the inside line. Van Eck is through. Is he not quite? No, still there for Gary Lovren up high.
Christensen coming into pit this time by. Yep, he cooked his tires there. This is, oh, they just touched wheels there.
The race leader's only about 3 seconds or so behind them. These guys have been dragging themselves back almost a whole lap from the fighting that they've been doing here. And Gary Lovren able to hang on to third. A lion defense we're seeing for the number 24. John Christensen, by the way, has come to pit road.
He's just going to keep on trying that. Here he goes, down the inside, going to use the lap car as a pick. Textbook.
Pulled the trigger perfectly on that one, and look at this. He's holding him up. He does not want to let it get in there, but the lap car doesn't care. He's going to fade to the outside and allow for Lovren to get through, but it's too little, too late. Dave Van Eck is onto the podium.
Sullivan's falling back. Altena just seems to just have something on everyone here. As we see Brian Violas trying to get a move, and he's just going to lose it.
Oh my goodness, down to the inside for Violas and sliding through the infield grass, able to gather it up. We did not have a caution for that. Pretty good save, all things considered. It is not easy to wrangle an IndyCar underneath you. And all of a sudden, a lot of the leaders being caught up behind all of this slap traffic. Look around here in the fight for number 1. In fact, there is Julian Altena trying to cut through. Altena complaining about lap traffic. In fact, he may be pitting in this time by. I think I just heard the call that he might be coming to pit road. Amon Law going to lose a lap as well in 7th. John Christensen is he's on fresh tires. Already having come down to pit road. He's trying to cut his way through the mess. Here comes both VOR cars into pit road. Altena right behind his teammate Lovren. I'm sorry to cut you off. John Christensen just ran into the back of Amon Law and nearly took half his front wing off.
That is just the closing speed of new versus old tires.
And Gary Lovren's got a black flag. And a caution going to break things up. I mean, that's on Mariani through and through. I mean, he just turned dead left like there wasn't a car there. I don't know where he thought he was going there. I mean,
what a save, though.
He did go fully around, but he kept, like you say, he kept it away from damage at least. So, problem with David Vag potentially. He has had a hardware failure. All right, he has flashed back in now on the top side of 3 and 4, but he was gone for about the whole length of a caution lap at Iowa. That is not a good sign for Vag. I'm curious to see where this is going to shake out for his positioning. He is looking lower on the racetrack. He might seek to give up the lead to the race leaders up high because he is on old rubber. It might be a wise idea normally to be higher up the track if you wanted to take the lead. He is slowing down as well into the restart zone. Green flag's out. Altena jumped it. Altena tried to jump it. He's going to overtake Vag before the line, but it's around the outside, so it's legal. Everyone else appears to be in the clear here, Daniel, as the field takes off once again.
Yeah, and Altena's gone. He's pulling away, and Amon Law trying to get his lap back here. He's stuck in 10th.
And Marquinez goes up and into the fence, scrapes up the whole right side of the car.
He just got stuck on the wall.
Yeah, just kind of got sucked into there by the dirty air. Jeffrey Ross right on board with Ross now. Ross in a big battle this year for the podium positions. Christian slow to turn 4. Ross to the inside. Quickly makes the move. Doesn't think twice about it. Christian trying to pitch him off into turn numbers 1 and 2. Pushing up out of the race, up the racetrack out of turn 2 that time by. And the 15. Sending her in down on the low side. Clears just barely. But Christian gets the draft back to fight back around the outside of him.
This is the type of battling, but right there he goes. He's gone, but yep, Christensen's not going to be able to have the momentum, and Jeffrey Ross up to P3.
Starting the final trip around. Julian Altena started the pole. He has led nearly every single lap tonight. And now, Julian Altena to victory lane for the first time at the 2025 Global IndyCar Challenge.
What a finish as the fireworks go off in the background.
Well, look at the official race results. Julian Altena with a 3.209 second gap takes home the win ahead of Liam O'Sullivan. Jeffrey Ross and John Christensen, the last two on the lead lap, with Vogelzhang and Lal and Van Eck all finishing 1 lap down, 2 down. was Vinci, Fiolis, Veg, and more.